gunfire. Inside the second passenger car, Elias Hart, a rugged cowboy with dust on his boots and trouble on his trail, leaned back in his seat, hat tipped low. He wasn't on this train by chance. He was chasing a rumor, a whisper, that the notorious Black Viper gang planned to rob the 5:15 train headed toward Dust Creek. He'd tangled with them before. He knew how they operated, and he knew innocent folks would be caught in the middle. Across the aisle sat Marianne Caldwell, a traveling woman with sharp eyes and a quiet confidence. She clutched a leather-bound sketchbook to her chest, the pages full of landscapes she'd drawn along her journey west. She'd spent weeks wandering, searching for something she couldn't quite define. Maybe adventure, maybe a fresh start, maybe both. Elias glanced her way once, not long enough to be rude, but long enough to sense she didn't belong on a train bound for trouble. A whistle screamed. Then came the gunshots. Passengers ducked as the train jolted violently. Outside, horses thundered alongside the cars, and masked riders shouted orders. Elias cursed under his breath. "It's them." Before Marianne could react, the door at the end of the car exploded inward. A bandit stepped inside, shotgun raised. Panic erupted. Elias sprang from his seat, grabbed Marianne's wrist, and whispered urgently, "Come with me, if you want to stay alive." She didn't hesitate. Something in his voice, steady, unshaken, cut through the chaos. He led her down the aisle, pushing past terrified passengers until they reached the rear of the car. Another shot rang out. Elias yanked open the door, connecting to the freight car, and the roar of the wind swallowed their gasps as they slipped inside. The freight car was dim, smelling of wood and iron. Crates towered around them, providing just enough cover. Elias closed the door quietly, then braced it with a loose board. Marianne pressed a trembling hand to her chest. "Are they going to search this car?" "Probably," Elias said, "but we'll deal with that when it comes." They crouched together behind a stack of crates. The space was tight, forcing them close. Their breathing mingled with the grinding metal of the train. Marianne's fingers brushed his as she steadied herself, and he felt the jolt of the contact harder than any gunshot. "Why are they doing this?" she whispered. "Money, power, because no one's stopped them yet." He glanced at her, his eyes softer now. "Name's Elias." "Marianne." Gunshots cracked again, closer this time. Elias leaned forward, listening. "They'll be here any minute." Fear flickered in her eyes. So did something else. Trust, the kind that forms in the tight spaces between danger and hope. She swallowed hard. "Then, I suppose we hide together. If you want to hear the full story, click the title below."